Belmont with the last points, 4 pointers. Led by break. Davon Smith to Andre Gardner. Warriors up 33-31 on a baseline right there. But in the third quarter, Douglas explodes the first big shot. Number 22, Brandon Russell, and watch the reaction from him in the crowd. It's 43-46 Douglas, and the sign of things to come. Then Derry Clark, the lob to Brandon Russell, and these two guys did this all day long.
Strong third quarter for Derry Clark, Brandon Russell, Devin Morris combining for 16 points there for Douglas.
Then the exclamation point, Jermaine Bolden, the transfer from Northern, to number 20, Charles Brooks, who slams it down. He went to Patterson last year.
Jermaine Bolden not only with the assist, but also scored 18 points. Charles Brooks, you saw 2 of his 20 points, also had 7 rebounds, 2 blocks.
Yeah, there's another dunk by Brooks, 78-61. Douglas rolls on against Walbrook.
And Douglas improves to 4-0, Walbrook to 3-2. All right, 2 years ago, Randallstown won the boys class 3A state championship. This year, the Rams are again championship contenders. Friday, they played Woodlawn as the 2 Western Baltimore County schools resumed their heated neighborhood rivalry.
Yeah, this game was played over at Randallstown, where Kim Rivers' club again has a real good ball club, a championship contender. Kim Rivers, you see there, and Eddie Green Jr., the new coach at Woodlawn, and one of the best players in the area on the East Coast, if you ask me. Right there, number 14, Levi Stooks of Randallstown. And Sam, right out of the gate, he shows us what he can do. First minute of the game, here's Stooks coming at you. The steal, the layup, it's 4-0 Rams. And then he shows his outside game. He pulls up and buries the 3. It's 7-0 Randallstown.
That's right. Levi Stooks, a senior All-Metro player back from last season, 25.7 rebounds in this game.
Woodlawn comes back. Lance Fuller, the pass to number 13, Thomas Hickson.
All right, Thomas Hickson, 20 points. Lance Fuller also had 11 points along with that assist.
Still all Rams in the first half. Terrence Bro getting it done on the offensive board.
All right, Terrence Bro, 19 points, 5 rebounds in this game for Woodlawn.
Then with time running out in the quarter, watch Stooks pull up, hits the 3, beats the buzzer. 27-17 Randallstown after 1. 48-34 Randallstown after 2 quarters. Second half, the Rams open up a 22-point lead. Stooks behind the back pass to Vincent Carter Bay.
Vincent Carter Bay, 10 points there. He was one of 9 Randallstown guys that scored in this game.
But Woodlawn makes an incredible comeback. Lance Fuller, who started his high school career at Cardinal Gibbons, misses the shot, but Leith Mallory puts it back. It's 78-73. Check out the Woodlawn fans right there. But the Rams win this one on the foul line. Terrence Bro hits the free throw. 82-76. Randallstown stays unbeaten.
All right, and Woodlawn still looking for his first win of the season there. 0-3. Randallstown 5-0. All right.
In Annapolis, Tom Albright, Southern High School Ball Club, the Bulldogs took on John Brady's Annapolis Panthers. 6 state championships between these two guys and a jam-packed crowd in Annapolis. This is Elliot DeVoe, number 42 in white. His dad, Don DeVoe, is the basketball coach down at the U.S. Naval Academy. But Josh Johnson is the guy who gets Annapolis out quick.
Number 44, Josh Johnson, 16 points, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks. Good inside game for Annapolis.
Game close in the second quarter. Justin Holland, the quarterback of Southern's football team, he had 12, Southern by 1. Then LaRon J. Owens, number 5, takes the game over. Tough drive off the glass. It's 29-26 Annapolis. Then LaRon J. Owens again. The basket and the foul, and Annapolis is out and running.
Great game, overall game for LaRon J. Owens. 23 points, 8 rebounds, 7 steals, and 5 assists.
Then he nails the big 3 with 45 seconds left in the half, and the Panthers in good shape at the break. Tom Albright checks the scoreboard. It's 44-33 Annapolis. But Southern comes back. Justin Holland the miss, Matt Hall the putback.
Matt Hall, strong inside player, 18 points, 16 rebounds in this game.
But
John sideburns too.
Yeah, John Brady hasn't won over 500 games for nothing. Off the steal, Darius Johnson, number 14, doing his job.
Darius Johnson, 20 points. Darius and Josh Johnson, no relation, they combined for 36 points for Annapolis.
85-69, Tom Albright's Southern Bulldogs. Tom's won 4 state championships, John Brady 2, but Annapolis wins its 61st straight game over an Anne Arundel County team.
All right, Annapolis off to a strong start at 4-1. Southern struggling at the start, 1-3 on to the pole. You see number 1 Spalding, excellent week with 3 big wins and needed OT to get by Eleanor Roosevelt. Number 2 Douglas won both its games, and the bottom 3 teams in the top 5 each won a game.
Yeah, obviously we have Archbishop Curley on that graphic. It's really Archbishop Spalding.
Right.
Hey, sometimes you're going to make a mistake. Everybody makes a mistake.
People at Curley probably have
Curley's always, they're a wrestling school. We'll see more of them in just a few minutes.
All right, in girls basketball, St. Francis Academy had its toughest test this season. putting its #1 ranking on the line Wednesday against third-ranked Institute of Notre Dame in an early season league showdown.
Yeah, this game played at IND's little compact gym, but it was a standing room only crowd. And one of your buddies, Jerome Shelton, coach at St. Francis.
Top-end state graduate just like myself. This guy knows sports.
Who had a better GPA?
Never mind. Let's move on.
Herb Holter, the coach of Notre Dame Prep, or coach of Institute of Notre Dame. Don't get mad at me, all you NDP. But this is Chandrea Jones. What a player, number 24.
That's right. She was our athlete of the week last week. If you watched the show, you sure she had 12 points in this game.
She earned every one of them. But in the second quarter, St. Francis comes up with 2 big plays. In the dark, first Shondae Swan hits the 3-pointer. It's 19-8. And then off the steal, Shondae Swan to Natisha Burrell. Pretty play here.
Natisha Burrell had 7 points in this game. You saw that steal. 37 turnovers St. Francis forced in this game. 37 turnovers.
End of the half. Great play here. Chris Proctor, the miss, but Angel McCatry with the basket off the feed from Tammy Rogers.
Beautiful layup there by Angel McCatry. She had 14 points and also pulled down 10 rebounds. And Tammy Rogers had 11 points, 7 steals, and 5 assists for a nice balance.
And should
and 24.
Matt.
Pasquale in the 25 at that time.
Yeah, D. Pasquale wins 7-4. It is a good one here, too. At 152, Jerome Featherstone against Paul Adams. Featherstone down a weight class, but gets tested.
Yes, he does, but he comes through the test of flying colors. He wins at 9-5. He is 11-0 on the season for Featherstone.
Yeah, and by this time, BL just in command in the match, but on to 215, where 6'6" Elliott Freed of BL beats it. Normally a 189-pounder, beats Dave Spokus of Curly at 317 mark. Paul Marquise also beat Tom Green, and Boys Latin wins this one 63-10.
All right, and Boys Latin improves to 3-0 overall. Curly 0-1, and we go to our wrestling top 5. And you see number 5, Owings Mills. They were the busiest team this week, notching wins over Pikesville, Eastern Tech, and Randallstown. McDonough and River Hill each one meet, but no dual meet action this week for Mount St. Joe and number 2 Chesapeake.
Good highlights, huh?
Oh yeah, check out all the polls Tuesday in the Sun. All right, coming up next, this week's high school athletes of the week.
Yeah, so stay tuned. There's more to come on the Replay Sun High School Sports Show. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by your Toyota dealer, where 17 different models mean more choice and better value. Get the feeling. Toyota.
It only happens once a year. Toyotathon 03. This year-end tradition features the #1 selling car, Camry. IntelliChoice calls it an excellent value. And the all-new V8 4Runner. Larger, more powerful, more SUV for your money. Only your Toyota dealers have the quality, selection, and values you've waited for all year. Toyotathon 03. Don't miss it.
He's just terrific, and he's brought kind of a reptilian sense of balance to business that I think was missing from our warm-blooded employees before.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Sometimes when we're tired,
Why do people love Geico?
the honesty's too much, and I have to close my eyes.
Because 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
There's a hospital in Maryland where in 1920, doctors first showed the world surgery could be performed on the heart. A hospital whose pioneering excellence continues today, with doctors developing advanced videoscopic procedures to reduce pain and recovery time. Who's leading these medical advancements? University of Maryland Medicine.
Welcome back to Replay Sun High School Sports. Every week, the Sun selects its athletes of the week, and each week on Replay Sun High School Sports, we'll introduce them to you. Now it's time to meet this week's athletes of the week. This fearless 6'2" senior won't let anything hold him back from a win. Sean Rozanski led the visiting Glenelg Country Dragons past rival Chapelgate 59-50 with 35 points, 19 rebounds, 6 steals, and 5 assists. He scored 16 points in the fourth quarter to hold off Chapelgate, all while suffering from a lower back injury due to a fall in practice the day before. The victory over Chapelgate kept Glenelg undefeated in the C Conference at the time. This talented senior is soaring high above the rest. Named the Western Doves Most Valuable Player of the Year last season, Jeanell Hughes opened this season with 101 points in 4 games and a triple-double, 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists, and a 58-39 victory over Douglas. Jeanell, who went to the Amateur Athletic Union Junior Nationals over the summer with the Baltimore Cougars, also plays volleyball and softball at Western. Welcome, Sean, and welcome, Jeanell, to Replay. Jeanell, we'll start with you, and let's talk about your performance to start the season in 4 games, 101 points, including a game with a triple-double. You came out of the gate pretty fast to this Western team. What's the reason for that?
Well, I know I had to step up this year, being a senior, and one of the only seniors. Well, it's 2 seniors on our team, 3 really. I'm sorry, and I knew I had to step up. And most people look up to me, and my coach also looks up to me to step up, be an aggressive player on the court, be a leader, and show everyone what they're supposed to do, and be a help and contribute, be a contribution to our team.
Okay, well, it sounds like obviously in the first 4 games you showed the way for that team. Also, let's talk about this Western team this year. Now, you lost your coach, Dana Johnston. She went over to another school to coach boys basketball. We had her on the show a few weeks back. And Donchez Graham has taken over a team that was 16-9 last season. You guys lost in the regional finals in the state playoffs. You got 4 starters back, but you're still considered a pretty young team. Explain to us what's going on with this Western team this
well,
season.
because our point guard, she's a freshman, and while you have me at the 2, and a junior or a senior could be at the 3, we have a freshman at the center and a senior at a forward, so we're still considered to be young. Our floors, kind of balanced out to be young, so the way you look at it, we're all young. We have like 4 or 5 freshmen on our team, maybe 2 sophomores and 3 seniors and 1 junior, so however you look at it, we're young. But as in being aggressive and all, we're still there. We shouldn't be considered young.
Right.
We're still there.
All right, well, let's talk about Jeanell Hughes a little bit, this athlete. Obviously, all of them.
that's a good. So in the secret round, I mean, there's competition. It's all.
Right. And your team lost 3 of 5 starters from last season. How's your team looking right now?
We're real small. We did lose 3 of 5. Our center, who was about 6'8", that really hurt. We lost another player, in Mike Cox, who was our captain and team motivator. We lost a lot, but we gained a lot from the lowerclassmen able to step up and maybe provide a little push for us.
All right, Sean, we got about 30 seconds left. You're a senior. You got to start thinking about colleges real soon. You want to play basketball at the next level. What type of program are you going to be looking for?
Basically a program where I can fit in the best with my ability to shoot and maybe penetrate, a school that will let my strengths, head forward and just do the best that I can do.
Okay, great. Jeanell Hughes of Weston, Sean Rozanski of Glenelg Country. Thank you both for being on replay. All right, coaches, take a look at Wednesday's Sun Sports section to find out how to nominate your favorite player for Athlete of the Week. Now, for this week's Sunspot question, what do you think? Which is the best wrestling team in the area? Mount St. Joseph, Chesapeake, Anne Arundel, McDonough, River Hill, or Owings Mills? Or pick your own team. You saw our poll earlier. You pick a team. Just let us know. You can place your vote at www.sunspot.net/sports/high school.
It only happens once a year. Toyotathon 03. This year-end tradition features Camry, the #1 selling car in America. And now with great Toyotathon deals. No wonder IntelliChoice calls Camry an excellent value. Only your Toyota dealers have the quality, selection, and values you've waited for all year. Toyotathon 03. Don't miss it.
If you're planning to purchase a new car, boat, RV, or if you want to make home improvements, Baltimore County Savings Bank can help you make it happen. With a variety of financing plans, we are sure you will find one suited to meet your needs. And as always, we fully explain the loan transaction, so you will know you made the right decision. You'll get more from your bank when you come home to Baltimore County Savings Bank, locally owned and operated and growing to meet your needs.
What do you want to know? What do you want to know? Visit sunspot.net and find out. Sunspot, the answers to life in Maryland.
People from all over America come to a hospital in Maryland to leave dialysis behind. A hospital where caring surgeons and nurses have led the world's most successful live donor kidney transplant program to a remarkable success rate. A hospital where videoscopic surgery allows loved ones and friends to donate easily and walk out in just a day or two. Who's leading the way to this new medical tomorrow? University of Maryland Medicine.
A milestone for Meade High School basketball coach Butch Young, who won his 500th game of his career December 13th with a 49-28 win over C. Milton Wright. Butch is the 10th boys basketball coach in Maryland history to win 500 games, and he's crusty. He's a good guy, Butch Young. He's one of the best.
That's right. This isn't Butch Young, but this is a guy, our special guest this week, Pat O'Malley, who covered all 499 victories except number 500.
Probably
Pat,
close
welcome
to
to
it.
replay.
Probably close to it. Butch Young, Boy, started his career, Pat, as you know, as a JV coach at Brooklyn Park High School in the mid-1960s.
I knew
and
you
he's
had to
still
bring up
ticking.
Brooklyn Park because you went to school.
Oh, you lived there.
I live in Brooklyn.
You did.
There's a difference
Okay.
in Brooklyn and Brooklyn Park.
Anyway,
All the good people
Butch
in
Young
Brooklyn
is really
Butch Young is amazing. You know what, Keith? Last Friday night when it happened, I was sitting. I didn't have a game that night, and I was sitting around fooling with some stats, updating coaches' records and things. I realized, oh gosh, Butch has got to have 500 because I saw he was 2-0, and if he beats Sea Mountain right, then I was going to be 3-0. So I tried to get in touch with him, and I finally reached him at night. And I said, Butch, you know this is your 500th win. Nobody else knew it. He didn't know it. He could have cared less because Butch really loves coaching. The man, I think he would like to die on the basketball court.
Yeah.
He is just a.
And they've tried to squeeze him out a couple of times down at
He's had some problems there. It's a shame. It really
is a shame.
He's totally dedicated.
Absolutely.
Excellent coach, X's and O's.
Right. And the 500 wins speak for themselves. You don't win 500 games unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah, and the amazing thing is, too, there's 3 guys among the 10 that have won 500 or more in Anne Arundel County. John Brady has the most. He's approaching 540.
Yeah.
Tom Albright's 530. And then you have Butch with 500 now.
And they played each other. Southern and Annapolis played each other. You covered that game.
And they're all active.
Good night for high school basketball again down in South Anne Arundel County. Just a big crowd, well-played game.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It wasn't Southern's night. They have a very good team.
Yes, they do.
They're 1-3, but they're a lot better than a 1-3. I think they're going to be a factor in the 2A playoffs.
Yeah.
They will probably win their region, and then after that, who knows?
Yeah.
And Pat, you've been crisscrossing the state, shall we say, seeing lots of boys basketball the first couple of weeks of the season. You've seen a lot of players. Talk to us about who some of the real top players are, and then let us know what you really think of Will Bowers, the big 7-foot kid who's already signed a national letter of intent to attend Maryland.
Well, Bowers is certainly one of the very best players in the area, and he'll get a big test next weekend in the slam dunk. Spalding's going to the slam dunk to the beach. They're the only Baltimore metro area team that's in it. A lot of D.C. area teams are. They're going to play Georgetown Prep the first game, and he's going to go against this kid. I think his first name is Greg, but I know his last name's Hibbert from Georgetown Prep. He's 7. Overtime.
Hi. Listen, when you a Baltimore Savings Bank.
Accidents can happen anytime. That's why Geico's here 24 hours a day, every day. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
There's a hospital in Maryland where babies no bigger than the palm of your hand are being given new hope. A hospital where a dedicated team of doctors and nurses have increased to over 90% the survival rate of infants born as small as 1.75 pounds. A hospital where parents can take comfort in knowing that the whole world can revolve around the tiniest of patients. Who's delivering this new medical tomorrow? University of Maryland Medicine.
Welcome back, everybody. Keith Mills with Sam Davis. And Sam, time now to see who's worthy of an instant replay, and this guy is as worthy as any. Let's go back to Friday night Woodlawn in Randallstown, and Levi Stooks, number 14, drills the big three. Man, he is as good as there is around
Levi
here.
Stooks, 25 points in this big win over Woodlawn, all-Metro first-team pick last season. What else can you say about the guy?
Yeah, he leads Randallstown to an 82-76 win, and the Rams are a perfect 5-0 as they head into the Christmas holidays.
All right, that's it for this week's edition of Replay Sun High School Sports. Thanks for watching. Have a great week of sports. We'll see you in 2 weeks. You have a safe and happy holiday.
Yeah, everybody have a great holiday. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Calcium, lime, rust, minerals that build up and leave hard water stains. CLR Clean Stain Coffee decanters crystal clear. Bitter-tasting coffee will disappear when you clean your coffee maker with CLR. CLR makes clogged shower heads spray like new. It works instantly on tub, basin, and toilet rust stains. Watch how fast and easy it removes rust stains from cement and stucco. Get money-back guaranteed CLR at your favorite store.
Robert's Discount Bedding and Furniture, where you pay less for the very best. It's all new, it's all top quality, and it's all on sale at guaranteed lowest prices. Mattresses from $14, bunk beds from $78, bedrooms from $138, living rooms $158, and dinettes just $58. You just can't beat prices like these, and you never wait because you'll have it the same day you buy it. See Robert's Discount Bedding and Furniture, open every day at Pulaski Highway and Haven Street. Look for the yellow sign and save.
I miss that guy with all my heart. We shared classes together, we survived the lectures, and we took the tests, and we told the jokes. But now I must look at the empty desk, with an empty heart, unable to rest. While all the other kids laugh and play, I only remember that one day when my best friend Jeff was taken away. I love you, Jeff.
Happy
holidays
from all of us at ABC2.
Imagine being able to lose all the weight you've ever wanted faster and easier than ever before. These people have all tried a new revolutionary discovery that virtually can turn your body into a fat-burning furnace 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Imagine your body burning fat 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, being able to eat all the food you want, never being hungry, no drugs, virtually no exercise. This revolutionary program can allow you to finally lose all the weight you've ever wanted once and for all. And I've used it myself. There's me. I'm Kevin Trudeau. I've lost 50 pounds on this program. I'm here with Cindy Marshall-Day, and we are going to be talking about this revolutionary discovery for weight loss, so stay with us for the next 30 minutes. You know, Cindy, you've also used this program. We're talking about the Dr. Atkins Weight Loss Discovery or Weight Loss Program. And this discovery really, in 48 hours, folks, can turn your body into a fat-burning furnace 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As you know, Cindy, it's really science. This discovery...
It's an amazing diet. It's incredible. I lost 10 pounds really quite quickly.
Very quickly. The great thing about this particular program is it's based on science. 15 million people around the world, as you know, have actually used this discovery to start losing weight faster and easier than ever before. A lot of you right now watching, for example, have tried other diets, low-fat diets.
Oh, God, I've tried everything. I've tried everything.
Yeah, people have tried...
boiled egg diets, grapefruit diets, diet pills, zone diet.
Oh, sure. A lot of people...
It's the only thing that's ever worked for me.
Well, it's the only thing that's ever worked for a lot of people, and there's a reason why. If you're watching right now and you're overweight, If you want to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, or 50 pounds or more, and you've tried exercise programs, you've tried pills and powders, you've tried diet shakes, you've got memberships to the gym, you've bought exercise equipment, you've tried all the programs like I've had. You know, I've struggled with my weight my whole life.
Well, you lost a lot of weight on it, didn't you?
I lost 50 pounds
Yeah.
easier and faster than ever before, and I've kept it off. I can eat the food I want. I'm never hungry because my body virtually turned into a machine, if you will, that burns fat 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And let me tell you, Cindy, and the people home watching, why a person is overweight. There's really two reasons why a person is overweight or why they're fat. The first reason is people who are overweight eat when you're not hungry. If you're watching right now, you know, people get that uncontrollable craving, those urges.
Like when you sit in front of the television, just eat crisps.
Yeah, you can't stop it. And people that are thin don't understand that. A fat person, a person who has a weight problem, for example, has an uncontrollable urge to eat when they're not hungry. Maybe it's a chocolate craving, that they have to eat chocolate, and if they don't get it, they're tense and they're anxious and they're nervous. Or they have to eat a pint of Haagen-Dazs ice cream, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And people have these cravings that are uncontrollable. It's really something that a thin person doesn't understand, that uncontrollable urge. And I always want to tell people that if you're overweight, I understand. Thin people don't. It's not your fault if you're overweight, because these urges are incredibly strong. The second reason people are fat or overweight is your body, if you're a fat person, if you had a weight problem, your body burns food differently than a thin person.
You're talking about metabolism.
You can call it metabolism.
Right.
And the way it's operating. Now, you know how by observation, it's absolutely true. And let me give you an example. Here's how the body actually burns fat, so you can see the difference between a thin person and a fat person. Now, the program we're talking about, the Dr. Atkins Discovery, in 48 hours can turn your body into a fat-burning furnace. In 48 hours after you get this program, your body can be burning fat 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And we guarantee in 14 days after you get this program, you will absolutely lose more weight and more fat than on any other program you've ever tried, or your money back, no questions asked. It's that type of powerful discovery. We can make that incredible guarantee.
This diet really does work. It's a fabulous diet.
Now, let me tell you how it actually works in the body. You see, the body burns for fuel what's called glucose or glycogen. That's what's in our blood.
It's like a sugar, isn't it?
It's sugar. It's blood sugar.
Right.
So when we eat food, certain foods convert to sugar or blood sugar in the blood.
Downfall, which he attributed to an inappropriate remark. And now he's moving on and backing Tennessee Senator Bill Frist to take over his old leadership role.
He is the choice of the conference. Certainly I will. Looks like he will be. And I'm going to make it clear that I'll support our leadership team, and I'm still going to support the agenda that I believe in very strongly. Opportunity for Americans, growth in the economy, strong national defense to protect our interests. I haven't changed on any of that. And I will offer my experience in leadership, 20 of the last 30 years, to be helpful.
So today, during an unusual conference call, GOP senators are expected to choose Frist to become majority leader. Traffic and weather together here on the twos, and I keep waking up and I keep looking, and I keep seeing the Browns 14, the Ravens 13. It's still not true, is it?
What a weird ending to a game that was completely dominated by the Ravens.
I'm going to put this loss. I felt the same way when Eddie Murray's ball fell about 3 feet short in the '79 World Series here at the stadium.
Another heartbreaker that was, too. I mean, and then we want to go back a little bit farther to Super Bowl III.
Oh, well, yeah.
How much heartbreak do we
Just keep kicking me here, all right? You want me to stand? Just keep kicking me, all right?
A little jab here. There. All right, well, we're getting a little bit of the jabs around the Beltway here this morning, especially on that west side outer as we take our drive out of the southwest up to 70, as we had that earlier wreck there in some of the left lanes right there between 70 heading out towards Security Boulevard, trying to move everything off to the side. But the good news here is at least we have a lighter than normal pace because a lot of the extended holiday now. But here's the bad news on the downside of this. It's going to be the outer loop now crowding in. Stop and go already moving in as we head out of Liberty Road down to Woodlawn, down through 70, and then transitioning down there at 95 coming out of Wilkins Avenue. It's a little bit of that busy ride as we continue down through that southwest corner. Pretty much the same story through the northeast. That earlier ramp closure, northbound 95, the ramp to the outer loop. Just watch for leftover activity happening there. And southbound, though, starting to crowd in a little bit past the Beltway, but not all that bad of a run. Joppa Road, Pulaski Highway up in northeast area of the county. Watch for a jackknife tractor trailer, possibly a fuel leak there. If you're heading down to Washington this morning using the D.C. mainline routes, looks like we are getting a little bit busy down below Powder Mill already this morning on 95, heading toward that topside Capitol Beltway. That's all for here. Let's check in with the MTA's Mark Jones.
Well, good morning, Bruce. Good morning, everyone. Out there on the number 11 bus line, you'll find a 15-minute delay in the westbound direction. Be aware of that as you travel on the 11. Other than that, just a heavy volume of passengers on the 27 and 5 bus lines. Light rail and the Metro subway both operating on time and up to speed. But out there on the MARC train system, Brunswick train 874 is running about 45 minutes late, and Brunswick train 878 only running from Brunswick to Union Station this morning. The Camden and Penn line services of MARC look good for travel. For the MTA Transit team, I'm Mark Jones. Back to you.
Oh, Mark, thank you very much. To start this morning, back by popular demand, we need a drum roll for this. It's Weather Watcher Randy. Yay! From the porch in Parkton, Weather Watcher Randy reports in at 34 degrees, one of the cool spots this morning. Thank you very much. Randy should be taking a bow for that. Temperatures mostly in the 30s to start this morning. Down to the weather computer, you'll see that this disturbance that moved through yesterday afternoon was a quick mover. Just a few sprinkles here or there. The mix of precipitation was off in Pennsylvania right now. Some lake effect snow happening there. For our immediate area, we're going to see mostly clear skies. So 48 the afternoon reading, plenty of sunshine. The west winds will be quite breezy at 10 to 20 miles per hour. 32 your overnight low. West winds at 5 to 10 for an overnight reading. I'll have details on an upcoming weather event brewing for your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Details coming up. Jamie?
All right. Thank you, Lexi. It's 5 after the hour of 6 o'clock. And we have an unexpected snag in the Washington area sniper case. It seems not a shred of evidence, and the mountain investigators have been combing through points to John Muhammad as a trigger man. Instead, nearly all of it points to 17-year-old Lee Malvo as the one and only shooter in the sniper attacks. ABC 2 News investigator Scott Broom takes a closer look.
All the profilers, all the experts, wrong again. John Muhammad may be a disillusioned former Army marksman, but there's no evidence that he fired any of the shots. Instead, everything points to Lee Malvo.
Where are the people that are causing the killing in your area?
That's Malvo's voice on the phone, just the beginning. In the infamous Chevy Caprice, only Malvo's hair was found in the sniper's nest cut into the back, and Muhammad at over 6 feet is too big to fit in anyway. It was Malvo's fingerprints on papers found at the scene of the Benjamin Tasker Middle School shooting in Bowie, and it was Malvo's DNA that turned up on a grape stem at the murder of the bus driver in Aspen Hill. The only fingerprints on the rifle, again, Lee Malvo. Muhammad is charged with the murder at a Sunoco gas station in Manassas, Virginia. Problem? Lee Malvo has confessed to being the trigger man. Shot together for murder. Likely, the only plan
About their so clear presence from leaders from the was more than a little unsettling.
My son, he thought it was my house, and my daughter-in-law and him came over, and he said he called, I wasn't home. I said, well, I went to church. I think these are really serious times. You have to be definitely safe and know who you're talking to, who you're dealing with, because you never know what's going to happen.
Police say the man who was beaten has been released from the hospital and is helping detectives in their investigation. At police headquarters, Eric Dodd, ABC 2 News.
Thank you, Eric. This morning, things are moving a lot slower for a suspected kidnapper from Pennsylvania.